Now I want to discuss the most important theorem of probability is Bayes theorem, using which you can solve so many problems. Let E1, E2, En be mutually exclusive and exhaustive events associated with a random experiment, and let E be any event that occurs with some Ei. Then probability of Ei by E is equal to probability of E by Ei into probability of Ei, and in the denominator I is equal to 1 to Ne, probability of E by Ei into probability of Ei is known as total probability. So in the denominator it is total probability, and in the numerator here probability of E by Ei, it is conditional probability, probability of E by Ei. So we have discussed two important theorems. Theorem of total probability we have discussed, and multiplication theorem we have discussed. So what is total probability theorem? Suppose E is an event. The probability of E is equal to probability of E by Ei into probability of Ei, where I is equal to 1 to n. How probability distributes in different events. Probability of Ei by, this is probability of Ei by is equal to probability of E intersection Ei by probability of E from multiplication theorem. If E has occurred, then find the probability of Ei, that is E1, E2, En, if E has occurred. So this is nothing. Bayes theorem is nothing, but it is the application of conditional probability and multiplication theorem. Now, probability of E by Ei is equal to probability of E intersection Ei by probability of Ei. So we want to find the value of E intersection Ei. So now, from second and third we have probability of Ei by E instead of probability of E intersection Ei from multiplication theorem. We write probability of E by Ei, probability of E by Ei into probability of Ei. So from multiplication theorem we changed. We write the value of probability of E intersection Ei. Now, probability of E by Ei into probability of Ei. And probability of E, this is total probability. And you know that total probability is equal to probability of E by Ei into probability of Ei. So now, I is equal to 1 to n. I is equal to 1 to n, you write. I is equal to 1 to n. So, in this way, we can get the result of Bayes theorem. Probability of Ei by E is equal to probability of E by Ei into probability of Ei divided by total probability. So this, applying this theorem, we can solve so many problems. Now my dear students, now I want to discuss some terminology which are in Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem is really just the definitions of conditional probability dressed up by with the theorem of total probability. So the Bayes theorem is nothing, but it is the combination of, you say, conditional probability and total probability. There are following terminology related to the Bayes theorem. The events B1, B2, Bn are called hypotheses. Hypothesis. The probability of B1, probability of B2, probability of B1 are called priori probabilities or marginal probability. Priori probability. Probability of B1, probability of B2, probability of Bn. The probability of B1 by, probability of B2 by, so on probability of Bn by are called posterior probabilities. ये पहले घटना घटने के पहले का प्रोबेबिलिटी और घटना घटने के बाद का प्रोबेबिलिटी. The probability of E by B1, probability of E by B2, probability of E by Bn are called likelihood probabilities. Using Bayes theorem, we can determine the posterior probabilities if we are given priori probability and likelihood probability. प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, ये केवल आपके इन्फॉर्मेशन के लिए दिए है. ये जानिए तो अच्छी बात, नहीं जानिए तो भी अच्छी बात. कहिए दोनों अच्छी बात कैसे? यदि आप इस टर्मिनोलॉजी को जानिएगा तो एलिमेंट्स को पहचानिएगा और सवाल बना लीजिएगा. नहीं भी जानिएगा तो भी वर्किंग रूल से सवाल बना लीजिएगा. वर्किंग रूल फॉर यूजिंग द बेस थ्योरम. पिकअप those events from the problem that are mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Denote them by B1, B2, Bn. Write the probabilities of B1, B2, Bn. Verify that probability of B1 plus probability of B2 plus probability of Bn should be equal to 1. यदि सभी का प्रोबेबिलिटी का जोड़ 1 नहीं होगा तो बेस थ्योरम लागू नहीं होगा. Pick the event from the problem that has already occurred. Denote it by E. Denote it by E. E is event which will occur in B1, B2, Bn. Write the probability of E by B1, probability of E by B2, probability of E by B3, probability of E by Bn, that is likelihood probability. Use the formula probability of B1 by E. ई का B1 में होने का क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी? इस तरफ पढ़िए. ई का B1 में होने का क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी? तो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ई बाय बी आई इंटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ बी आई. दिस इज बी आई. ई का बी आई में होने का प्रोबेबिलिटी, तब लाइकलीहुड प्रोबेबिलिटी. ई का B1 में एंड प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ B1 एंड टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी. इन दिस वे we can solve the problem of Bayes theorem. And I want to discuss the problem of exercise 13.3 of NCERT and question number 2. What is given in question number 2? A bag contains 4 red and 4 black balls. Another bag contains 2 red and 6 black balls. One of the 2 bags is selected at random and a ball is drawn from the bag which is found to be red. Find the probability that the ball is drawn from the first bag. My dear student, this line, read this line. Find the probability that the ball is drawn from the first bag. फर्स्ट बैग से बॉल आने का क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है? यही बेस थ्योरम का एप्लीकेशन हुआ. यहाँ one of 2 bags is selected at random and a ball is drawn from the bag which is found to be red. रेड बॉल बैग 1 से भी ले सकते हैं और रेड बॉल बैग 2 से भी ले सकते हैं. ये टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी हो गया. लेकिन रेड बॉल बैग 1 से होने का प्रोबेबिलिटी, ये कंडीशन, रेड बॉल बैग 1 से आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी. नाउ हियर we apply again conditional probability to find the red ball in bag 1. Let E1 first bag is selected. पहला काम क्या करेंगे? बैग सेलेक्ट करेंगे. E2 सेकेंड बैग इज सेलेक्टेड. then E1 and E2 are mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Moreover, probability of E1 and probability of E2 is equal to 1 by 2. And if you add the probability of E1 and E2, it will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 1. Let E ball drawn is red. So probability of E by E1, रेड बॉल का पहला बैग से आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ड्राइंग ए रेड बॉल फ्रॉम फर्स्ट बैग में कितना बॉल है 4 और टोटल बॉल कितना है 4 4 8. सो फर्स्ट बैग से रेड बॉल आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी 4 by 8, दैट इज 1 by 2. प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ई बाई E2, सेकेंड बॉल से रेड बॉल आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी 2 by 8. There are 2 red ball in second bag, that is 1 by 4. So now required probability. फर्स्ट बॉल कहाँ से आवे रेड बॉल, नीचे में लिखो हमेशा रेड बॉल कहाँ से आवे फर्स्ट बैग से. रेड बॉल पहले रेड बॉल कहाँ से फर्स्ट बैग से. दिस इज अगेन कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी. रेड बॉल कहाँ से फर्स्ट बैग से. प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E1 by E इज इक्वल टू रेड बॉल का प्रोबेबिलिटी फर्स्ट बैग में, रेड बॉल का प्रोबेबिलिटी फर्स्ट बैग में, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E by E1 इंटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E1, बैग का प्रोबेबिलिटी फर्स्ट बैग का प्रोबेबिलिटी और रेड बॉल का फर्स्ट बैग में आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी. नाउ प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E by E1 इंटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E1 प्लस प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E by E2 इंटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E2. In denominator it is total probability, that is probability of E, total probability. फर्स्ट बैग चुनना पहले और फर्स्ट बैग में रेड बॉल आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी, सेकेंड बैग चुनना पहले, फिर सेकेंड बैग से रेड बॉल आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी और फर्स्ट बॉल में रेड बॉल आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी. सो इन दिस वे नाउ it will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 4, that is 1 by 4, divided by 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8, 1 by 4, and LCM is 8, 2 plus 1, 4, 1 by 4 by 3 by 8, that is 2 by 3. So my dear students, now I want to discuss problem number 4 of NCERT. In answering a question on a multiple choice test, a student either knows the answer or guesses. Let 3 by 4 be the probability that he knows the answer and 1 by 4 be the probability that he guesses. Assuming that a student who guesses at the answer will be correct with probability 1 by 4. What is the probability that a student knows the answer given that he answered it correctly? Let E1 be the event that the student knows the answer and E2 be the event that student guessed the answer. There are two types of event. One is knows the answer, another is guess the answer. And it is given in this question, probability of E1 is equal to 3 by 4 and probability of E2 is equal to 1 by 4. नोज का प्रोबेबिलिटी, जानने का प्रोबेबिलिटी 3 by 4 और गेस का प्रोबेबिलिटी, let 3 by 4 be the probability that he knows the answer and 1 by 4 be the probability that he guesses. तो गेस का प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 by 4. E, the answer is correct. या जानकर आंसर दे या गेस करके आंसर दे. E be the common event. The answer is correct. The probability that the student answered correctly given that he knows the answer is probability of E by E1 is equal to 1. This step is important. It is not given in this problem. It is hidden. कैसे हिडन? यदि वो करेक्ट आंसर देता है और जानता है तो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E by E1 is equal to 1. Probability that the student answered correctly given that he guessed, it is given in this problem 1 by 4. It is given in this problem, probability of E by E2 is 1 by 4. Now, by using the Bayes theorem, probability of E1 by E is equal to probability of E by E1 into probability of E1, probability of E by E1 into probability of E1, probability of E by E2 into probability of E2, 1 into 3 by 4, 1 into 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, 3 by 4 by 3 by 4 plus 1 by 16. So after solving we will have 12 by 13. After solving we have 12 by 13. So my dear students, here in this problem it is given that assuming that a students, यहाँ दोनों में 1 by 4 है, ध्यान देना, let the 3 by 4 be the probability that he knows the answer and 1 by 4 be the probability that he guesses. बच्चा कंफ्यूज कर जाता है. Assuming that a student who guesses at the answer will be correct with probability 1 by 4. With probability 1 by 4. Guess जो से जो correct answer दिया उसका probability कितना है? 1 by 4. और इसमें छिपा हुआ है, तो जानकर जो आंसर दिया उसका प्रोबेबिलिटी लिखा नहीं हुआ है क्वेश्चन में. जानकर जो आंसर दिया उसका प्रोबेबिलिटी ई बाई E1 दोनों बराबर है. E and the value of E1 both are equal, so it is 1. So my dear students, now I want to discuss question number 6. There are 3 coins. One is a two-headed coin having head on both sides. Another is a biased coin that comes head 75% of the time, 75% of the time. And third is an unbiased coin. One of the 3 coins is chosen at random and tossed. It shows head. What is the probability that it was the two-headed coin? Two-headed coin मतलब biased coin. Two-headed coins मतलब कहाँ से आया वो H? Biased coin से. Let E1 be the event that the coin is chosen is two-headed, and also E2 be the event that the coin chosen is biased, and E3 be the event that the coin chosen is unbiased. Now my dear students, E1, E2, E3 are mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Therefore probability of E1, probability of E2, probability of E3 is equal to 1 by 3. Now E be the event which shows up a head. Probability of E by E1, जब उसके दोनों साइड में हेड रहे, यानी कॉइन में क्या है, दोनों साइड में हेड रहे, तो हेड आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी 1. ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. दिस स्टेप इज इंपॉर्टेंट. इट इज नॉट गिवन इन योर प्रॉब्लम. यू विल सी दिस क्लू. प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E बाई E2 सवाल में दिया हुआ है. क्या दिया हुआ है? बाइस्ड कॉइन. बाइस्ड कॉइन का प्रोबेबिलिटी दिया हुआ है E बाई E2 is 75%, that is 3 by 4. एंड प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ अनबाइस्ड कॉइन, यहाँ भी कंसेप्ट है. अनबाइस्ड कॉइन में हेड आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 by 2, टेल आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 by 2. दिस स्टेप इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, एंड दिस स्टेप इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. सो माई डियर स्टूडेंट, हियर it is applied meaning that when a coin is tossed and it will be unbiased, then the probability of getting head is 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Since probability of E1 by E is the probability that the coin is two-headed, given that it shows head, is given by probability of E1 by E. By using Bayes theorem, we obtain E1 by E is equal to probability of E by E1 into probability of E1. Probability of E by E1 into probability of E1 plus probability of E by into probability of E2. Probability of E by E3 into probability of E3. This is total probability. So 1 into 1 by 3 divided by 1 into 1 by 3 plus 3 by 4 into 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. That is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. And after solving, we have 1 by 3 by 18 by 24. So 1 by 3 into 24 by 18, 8 by 18, that is 4 by 9. So my dear students, in this way, we can solve this problem. Now, What is given in problem number 10? Suppose a girl throws a die. If she gets a 5 or 6, 5 or 6, she tosses a coin 3 times and note the number of heads. यदि डाइस में कोई डाइस लड़की डाइस फेंकती है और 5 और 6 मिलता है तो एक कॉइन को 3 बार टॉस करता है. She tosses a coin 3 times and notes the number of heads. If she gets 1, 2, 3 or 4, she tosses a coin once. एक बार फेंकता है. Notes whether a head or tail is obtained. If she obtained exactly one head, what is the probability that she threw 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the dice? With the dice. What is the probability that she threw 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the dice? This question was asked in the CBSE 2012. Let E1 be the event that 5 or 6 is shown on die. E2 be the event that 1, 2, 3, 4 is shown on die. Then E1 and E2 are mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Probability cardinal number of E1 4, cardinal number of E2 4, probability of E1 2 by 6, and probability of E2 4 by 6. E1 probability of E1 plus probability by E2 is equal to 6 by 6. So it is mutually exclusive and exhaustive. A multiple type of question will be asked on this concept. Let E be the event that exactly one head shows up. Let E be the event that exactly one head shows up. Probability of E by E1 equal to probability of exactly one head shows up when coin is tossed thrice. See the event HTT 3 बार फेंकने से H क्या बार आएगा TST TTS 3 by 8 and number of element of sample space is 8. So probability of E by E1 is equal to 3 by 8. मतलब 3 बार यदि कॉइन फेंके तो एक हेड आने का क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है? दिस इज गिवन इन दिस प्रॉब्लम. कब? जब 5 और 6 डाइस में आ जाए तो कॉइन को 3 बार फेंकता है तो उसमें से हेड आता है तो उसका प्रोबेबिलिटी कितना हुआ? 3 by 8. प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ E by E2, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ हेड शोज अप व्हेन कॉइन इज टॉस्ड वंस. एक बार यदि फेंका तो हेड आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 by 2 और टेल आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 by 2. द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट द गर्ल्स थ्रू 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the die, if she obtained exactly one head, is given by probability of E2 by E. By using Bayes theorem, we obtain probability of E2 by E is equal to probability of E by E2 into probability of E2. And by total probability, probability of E by E2 is equal to half, and it is, and 2 by 3 probability of E2. And after solving this result, we have answer is 8 by 11. So my dear students, we have already solved so many problems from the book of NCERT. I hope you are with me. You must follow me. You will be following me. Now in next video I will solve some more important problem. I hope after watching the videos and attending regularly classes, you would be able to solve the problem of NCERT. Thank you. Thank you very much.